What is going on, guys? So, Matthew, Actual Exotic Cars. If you've forgotten about this channel, my apologies. We are back. I'm making a quick video, basically wrapping up my whole Lada Niva importation journey, how that went, some final details on that. I think maybe in a week or some point later, I will probably make a video related to my Fiat Panda. Real quick, I do work full time, and then on top of that, I am a college student. I'm in my senior year of engineering school right now. And because of that, the time constraints have been pretty brutal. But long story short, in between breaks, I do take summer classes as well. I will try to make a video if I can. The goal is I would rather have quality compared to quantity. I don't want to do too many webcam videos like these. It's probably going to be more garage related, more me on the ground, like actually importing stuff, kind of like what we did with our Lada. Same thing with the Panda, stuff like that. It seems like that's the most popular things on my channel is like how to do these because there's really no guides for it, which is the entire reason I started this channel, and there's still really not. So something like that is kind of what I have planned in the future. For the UAZ, I do want to do some sort of drivetrain swap on that. I wonder, I might even have a poll or something. If you have any ideas what you want me to throw in my UAZ, let me know. But this video is about the Lada. So when I purchased the Lada, if you watched my video, my last video, which was a long time ago, basically the I am ending UAZ America, basically, to summarize that video, I kind of got ripped off, or I did get ripped off of my Lada. I dumped a crap ton of money into it. Didn't come over the way I thought it was going to, and I ended up kind of throwing in the towel. It's like if I have to spend one more dollar on this by the end of the month, I'm just going to sell it because it's getting to the point where financially, like, I can't do this anymore. And sure enough, I was driving through downtown Grand Rapids, and every time I put my foot on the brake, the entire car would just die. So I lugged that up to my mechanic that is amazing at these up in Ludington, Michigan. If you want his contact info, let me know. But he ended up going through, fixing it, and then we just sold the thing. There's a guy that lives like less than an hour away that has an Eastern Bloc car collection. Actually has a Trabant, which I really want to drive. I haven't done any content really on Trabants on my channel, but there's something about a two-stroke East German car with a 4-in-the-tree transmission that I just find awesome. Anyway, picture here. So that's the type of content that I'm going after. Basically, I mean, the Lada's a cool car. Play some footage here. A lot of footage. They're amazing cars. What I do like about the Lada, first thing, they're simple. They're easy to work on if you do have access to a garage or something like that. I mean, I'm kind of in the city right now, so I'm pretty limited. Obviously, I do like to do my own wrenching, but I have to drive a ways out to use our family garage, which is a bit of a hassle. I mean, I'm blessed to have it, but it's still, for me to go there and back, it's about 3 hours round trip. So if you ever see me doing any of these garage videos, it's usually one of those get into town at like noon, 1 p.m., something like that, work till like 2 in the morning, and then you get, like a 10, 20-minute video at the end of it. That's usually what it is on a Saturday. So it is a big part of my weekend, and that's why I really don't like doing it on top of schoolwork, because I usually need a full weekend day to do that as well. And to have both back to back is just brutal. But the cool thing about the Lada is Lada Power. If you go on their website, it's amazing. I wish there was an equivalent to that for UAZ. You can find literally anything you could possibly need for Lada. The shipping is like a week or two. It ships from Estonia. It's DHL. It's fast. You get it, bam, instant. It's like I said, the part availability is just fantastic. There's all this aftermarket like upgrades and stuff like that. You can really mix and match things. I've reached out to their support team. They do a great job. The big difficulty well, first thing, the vehicles themselves, I don't think you really need to do an engine swap. Like in UAZ, you're maxing out around 55 miles an hour. If you're just driving around town, it's probably okay. If you do need to get parts, it's definitely a bit more of a hassle. I have made videos on how to get parts for the UAZ in the past, but it's not just like go to Lada Power, put in your part number, and bam, there's your part. It's not really how that works. But with Lada, you can do that. It's just like going to AutoZone almost online, obviously. But like I said, and Lada Power is not the only one, but there's a lot of great sources out there for Lada parts specifically. They're cheaper, they're easier to get in. Now, enough with me talking about Lada. I'm going to talk about UAZ just a little bit. I do want to do, because of that, I do want to do some sort of engine swap in my UAZ. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if it's going to happen this summer or next summer. I have a bunch of ideas rattling around my head. I might import in another UAZ 469. We'll see what happens with that. I think doing like a diesel conversion would be kind of cool. But this is stuff for down the road, depending on how the channel grows and what happens with that. Financially speaking, it's a lot of money to throw into a car. A lot of, no pun intended. And that's one thing with a Lada. I feel like importing Ladas to start off with would be better. The big issue that I'm running into right now is I do have good contacts for importing vehicles, Eastern Bloc vehicles, but pretty much all of them are located in Russia, or their connections are in Russia. So until everything over there simmers down, which it doesn't really look like that's happening at all right now, then I don't really see anything happening in the near future. The cool thing about Lada is you can import them in from Canada, and honestly, importing them from Canada and then restoring them and selling them, I definitely think there'd be a market for that. Literally, the second I posted my Lada on Marketplace, I had like 60 messages in an hour. It was bonkers. So there's definitely high demand for Lada. When I posted my UAZ, I had a few offers as well, but it wasn't to the same scale. Granted, part of that is probably the price difference. But in my mind, it's definitely more rare to have an UAZ stateside than it is Lada. Again, they sold Ladas for a while in Canada. Importing them seems to be a little bit more common at the moment. So that's pretty much everything on my front. That's the end of the Lada story. Cool cars. I mean, they look sharp. I love them. Nivas, like I said, I think in my mindset at the moment was I really wanted a fuel injected model, something that could go a little faster, a little more efficient. And the one that I got, we were throwing so many parts at it. It's like for this same cost, I could have imported like a 2001 Lada, 2000, whatever it was at the time when I sold it, 25 years old, a newer one, and it would be more efficient. I might actually be able to drive it on the highway, and the interior and everything, like everything would be nice. I mean, I had to redo the body on this thing. I had to redo the interior on this thing. Everything had to be redone on this thing pretty much. Mechanically, everything had to be redone. And with the amount of money I spent on that, I could have got a better Lada for the price. So we'll see what the future holds. Like I said, once I graduate, which will be around this point next year, I'll have way more time to do stuff like this. And I appreciate all you guys for keeping up with me. Like I said, I realize it's been a long time since I made a video, but don't worry, I have not forgotten about this channel, and there are definitely things in the pipe. So thank you for watching, and do svidania, do skorova, until next time.